Hi, my name is Kay Salomon. I'm from the University of North Florida, and this is my persuasive speech on the legalization of marijuana. Can anyone guess how many deaths occur each year from alcohol? How about cigarettes? Approximately 88,000 deaths occur from alcohol each year, and 480,000 occur from smoking cigarettes. Now guess how many occur from smoking marijuana? The answer is 0. So why is it that we go to jail for smoking marijuana, but alcohol and cigarettes are sold everywhere and advertised? Innocent people are going to jail for non-violent crimes, and criminals who deserve to be incarcerated are on the streets. The legalization of marijuana nationally will cure the war on drugs and stop overpopulation in jails. It will also bring money into states and allow for regulation. I will tell you how the legalization of marijuana will help our criminal justice system and help states get funds they can use for other things to help the cities. By legalizing and selling marijuana from the state regulations, less people will turn to the streets to buy weed. According to the Norwegian School of Economics, a study performed found that medical marijuana laws have correlated with a 12.5% decrease in violent crime homicides, aggravated assaults, and robberies in the states that border Mexico. The results are consistent with the theory that decriminalization of the production and distribution of marijuana leads to a reduction in violent crimes in markets that are traditionally controlled by Mexican drug trafficking cartel. Jails will also benefit from legalizing marijuana since less people will be incarcerated per year for drug-related crimes. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, approximately 30 to 40% of all current prison admissions involve crimes related to drugs. The Bureau of Justice statistics indicate that 12.7% of state inmates and 12.4% of federal inmates are incarcerated for drug violations, and these are all marijuana offenses. If marijuana is responsible for 12% of the inmates, imagine how many people are on the streets for violent crimes when they could be in jail. All of this shows that legalizing marijuana will improve the criminal justice system. Now that we see what the problem is, there's a quite simple and promising solution to fix it. The solution to all of the marijuana-related crimes would be legalizing it across all states. Considering that only certain states have legalized marijuana, it's causing issues with the borders and the movement of the product throughout the country. According to the NCSL, a total of 29 states, the District of Columbia, Guam, Puerto Rico, now allow for comprehension public medical marijuana and cannabis programs. At the federal level, marijuana remains classified as a Schedule I substance under the Controlled Substance Act, where Schedule I substances are considered to have high potential for dependency. Medical marijuana is not accepted in the distribution of federal offense. States with medical marijuana laws generally have some form of patient registry, which may provide some protection against arrest for possession for a certain amount of marijuana. The legalization of marijuana on the national level will prevent any confusion of federal versus state laws. Now that we know what the benefits of legalizing marijuana are, I'm going to offer a solution to fix it. Many people raise the question, why should we legalize marijuana? I'm sure many of you are thinking, how is that going to benefit me personally? Well, according to drugpolicy.org, it will reduce harm. The criminalization of marijuana use disproportionately harms young people and people of color, sponsors massive level of violence and corruption, and fails to curb youth access. Legalizing marijuana will create jobs. Legalizing and regulating marijuana will bring one of the nation's largest crops under the rule of law. This will create jobs and economic opportunities in the formal economy instead of the illicit market. It will also save money. Scarce law enforcement resources will be better used to ensure public safety while reducing corrections and the court cost. States and local governments will acquire significant new sources of tax revenue from regulating marijuana sales. It will also promote customer safety. Marijuana that's produced in labs will offer testing, and it will become a standard to require that the marijuana meets the correct standard for what can be sold. That means customers will be better informed of the actual product they're getting, and this will make sure that there's no cross-examination, lacing it with other drugs, and everything that can be found on street marijuana. These are just some of the few positive things that will arise from legalizing marijuana. Here's how America can take action. Illegal weed is causing a war on drugs, mass incarceration for nonviolent crimes, and legally marijuana will stop all of this. It will also benefit people who need it medically, and it will stop everyone who's innocent from going to jail. By legalizing marijuana, we will also create more money that can be used for schools, cities. The government can get taxes from marijuana, and they can figure out what kind of marijuana is being sold and make sure that it's regulated by the government. The key to making America a better place is to legalize a drug that only has benefits on society. Let's face it, the fact is, everyone's still going to smoke marijuana. So why not make it easier to get and make money on it from the states and make sure it's regulated and a safe drug?